The year is 2025. The land, once vibrant with life, now echoes with the ominous drumbeat of war. Tension grips the hearts of millions as whispers of conflict escalate between India and Pakistan. The once celebrated line of control, a stark reminder of a divided past, throbs with renewed hostility. Each day, news bulletins paint a grim picture: ceasefire violations, border skirmishes, and the bitter blame game played out on the global stage. The world watches, holding its breath, as two nuclear-armed neighbors teeter on the precipice. The stakes have never been higher. Fear, like a venomous serpent, coils around the hearts of ordinary people. Their lives, hopes, and dreams hang precariously in the balance, threatened by the specter of a conflict they never wanted. In the bustling cities of India, life takes on a surreal quality. The cacophony of daily life, the laughter of children, the aroma of street food, the vibrant colors of festivals, is now tinged with an undercurrent of unease. News channels broadcast around the clock, their screens flashing images of military convoys and anxious faces. Politicians, their voices resonating with patriotic fervor, deliver fiery speeches that do little to quell the growing sense of dread.
We are a nation of peace, but we will not hesitate to defend our sovereignty.
His words, meant to reassure, strike fear into the hearts of many. The older generation, scarred by the memory of past wars, can only pray that this time, sanity will prevail. Yet, the drums of war beat louder, their rhythm hypnotic, their message clear: conflict is inevitable. Across the border, in the cities and villages of Pakistan, a similar narrative unfolds. The same anxieties, the same fears, the same fervent patriotism grip the hearts of the people. Newspapers carry headlines proclaiming national unity and resolve. Images of Pakistani soldiers, their faces etched with grim determination, adorn billboards and television screens. The weight of history, of past conflicts and unresolved disputes, hangs heavy in the air.
Singing a lullaby, voice trembling with unshed tears. Please, let there be peace. Let my husband come back safe. Let my son grow up in a world free from the horrors of war.
In a small village nestled amidst the rugged mountains, a young Pakistani woman, Fatima, cradles her newborn son. Her husband, a soldier in the Pakistan Army, has been deployed to the border. As she sings a lullaby, her voice trembling with unshed tears, Fatima prays for peace. She prays for her husband's safe return, for her son to grow up in a world free from the horrors of war. Hers is a silent prayer, echoed by millions on both sides of the border, a desperate plea for reason to prevail. On both sides of the border, the machinery of war grinds into motion. Military convoys snake their way towards the frontier, their progress followed anxiously by the eyes of the world. Tanks rumble across the dusty plains, their guns pointed towards the enemy. Fighter jets scream across the skies, leaving trails of white smoke in their wake. The air crackles with tension, heavy with the anticipation of violence. Among the Indian soldiers preparing for battle is a young man named Vijay. He is a farmer's son, a quiet and thoughtful soul who finds himself thrust into a conflict he doesn't fully comprehend. Vijay had dreamt of a simple life, of tilling the land and raising a family. Now, he finds himself staring into the abyss, his future uncertain, his heart heavy with a sense of foreboding. Across the border, in a Pakistani army camp, a young soldier named Akram shares Vijay's sense of unease.
I never imagined I would find myself on the brink of war. I dreamt of becoming a doctor, not this.
He had joined the army to serve his country, to protect his people, not to wage war against them.
What is the purpose of this conflict? What will it achieve? Is war ever the answer?
As he cleans his rifle, his mind races with questions.
I remember my mother's warm embrace, my father's words of wisdom, and Rajesh, my childhood friend. We dreamt of a world without borders, a world where differences were celebrated, not used as a pretext for violence.
Now, as Akram stares into the darkness, he wonders if that dream will ever be realized. As the days turn into nights, Vijay and Akram find themselves increasingly haunted by doubts. They witness the horrors of war firsthand, the deafening roar of artillery fire, the sight of wounded soldiers, the ever-present threat of death. They see the toll that the conflict is taking on their comrades, the fear in their eyes, the exhaustion etched on their faces, the growing disillusionment with the futility of it all. One night, as Vijay sits alone in his trench, staring up at the star-studded sky, he pulls out a crumpled letter from his pocket. It is from his younger sister, her words filled with love and longing. "Brother," she writes, "when will you come home? When will this madness end?" Her words pierce Vijay's heart, reminding him of the life he is fighting for, the life he so desperately wants to return to. Meanwhile, on the diplomatic front, a glimmer of hope emerges. International pressure is mounting on India and Pakistan to find a peaceful solution to the crisis. World leaders engage in frantic diplomacy, urging both sides to step back from the brink. Peace activists organize rallies and demonstrations, their voices rising in unison against the madness of war. In a last-ditch effort to avert disaster, the United Nations Security Council convenes an emergency meeting. The atmosphere is tense, the stakes impossibly high. After hours of heated debate, a resolution is finally passed, calling for an immediate ceasefire and the resumption of dialogue. It is a fragile hope, but a hope nonetheless. The ceasefire holds. A tense silence descends upon the battlefield, broken only by the mournful cry of a distant bird. The guns fall silent. The tanks cease their menacing rumble. The fighter jets disappear from the skies. For the first time in weeks, there is a sense that peace might actually prevail. In the eerie silence of the ceasefire, Vijay and Akram find themselves drawn to the no-man's land that separates their two countries. They are both weary of war, longing for a different path. They meet at the rusted barbed wire fence, the only barrier that separates them. Their eyes meet, and in that instant, they recognize a kindred spirit, a shared humanity that transcends the artificial boundaries of nation and religion. They do not speak the same language, but their silence speaks volumes. They share a cigarette, a hesitant smile, a silent prayer for peace. They know that their meeting is an act of defiance, a small act of rebellion against the forces that seek to divide them. But in that moment, standing together in no man's land, Vijay and Akram choose unity over war, hope over despair, humanity over hatred. Their simple act of courage sends a powerful message to the world. Even in the darkest of times, hope can blossom, and peace is always possible. Their story, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, serves as a beacon of hope in a world torn apart by conflict. It is a reminder that even amidst the chaos and destruction of war, the human desire for peace, for connection, for a better tomorrow, can never be truly extinguished. The path to peace may be long and arduous, but as Vijay and Akram have shown, it is a journey worth taking.